Muy buenas a todos, soy Focumero, esto es Focumero Gaming. Estamos justo donde lo habíamos dejado, estamos en el campamento, en Dragon Age Origins. Estamos hablando con Morrigan, vamos a terminar de hablar con ella y tenemos una relación neutra. Me gustaría llevar bien con todos, creo que eso también implica en el transcurso de batallas cómo se desenvuelven. Y es -1.
Yes?
Me gustaría preguntarte algo, la vida en la espesura ha sido muy solitaria.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Y suena maravilloso.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
Así que eras una ladrona. No, ¿y qué pasó entonces?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
Pero solamente eres una niña.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Pero ya no tienes que vivir más de esa manera.
Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated? No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Bueno, relación a 6. Me gustaría preguntarte algo.
If you must.
¿Nunca te ha perseguido capilla? ¿Es Flemeth realmente la que aparenta ser?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Una anciana.
Oh, she is certainly old. Have no mistake of that. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
Yo he oído un poco de ella.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
Esto promete ser interesante.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
¿Y eso cuánto tiempo hace?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden.
Oh,
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
así que vendía a su mujer a otro hombre.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
¿Hablo con los espíritus o con los demonios?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Eso es lo que diría Flemeth, claro está.
You would be surprised at how little my mother cares for what I or others think of her past. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
¿Cómo es que Flemeth ha sobrevivido tanto tiempo?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
La leyenda no dice que Flemeth tenía muchas hijas.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
¿Y te crees esa versión suya?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
¿Las abominaciones no suelen ser horrores de mentes?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
Una historia muy interesante.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
No hay gran cosa que contar de ella, la verdad.
I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Bueno, no hemos aumentado relaciones ahora. Aquí un montón de pociones. Y en la próxima acampada hablaré con Alistar y este. Y el perro. Es que si me tiro hablando ya han pasado 10 minutos de episodio. Y si hablo con los 3 que me quedan, me como el capítulo entero otra vez. Así que nada, vamos a avanzar. Me llevo a Liliana, Morrigan y Alistar. Pero no en ese orden. Ah, sí. Como estaban. Vamos al bosque dalishano. Becelia, no. Es este, ¿verdad? Ilustra ambulancia, leyendas locales. No, estamos ahí. Denerin. Pico de roca. Muelles. Pues sí, aquí al bosque. ¿Algún combate de camino? No, parece que no.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Pues la verdad es que estaba buscando a los DALISHANOS.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
Se lo diré a tu líder y a nadie más.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
Vengo en representación de los guardias grises.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your...
Mithra!
Manuvinen, keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zafrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Me llamo Focumero, es un placer conocerte. Ah, Focumero.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
Ya empezamos con los problemas.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak, even with all our magic and healing skill. We will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
¿No hay ningún modo de ayudar a vuestros hombres?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
Transporte de tareas imposibles, la verdad.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Vale, pues yo iré. Yo encontraré a ese colmillo fulminante.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Tengo que preguntarte algo.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
¿Cómo puedo encontrar el colmillo fulminante? ¿Algún consejo?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Vale, he de irme.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
No hace falta equipo.
Yes. What is it you need?
Persuasivo.
Have you news? Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
Vale, he de irme.
I must
Esta es su aprendiz.
Orientation, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Acabas de hacer una.
What an odd thing to say. I mean about the outside world, of course.
Si quieres, adelante.
I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
¿Estás diciendo que no puedes imaginar algo así? Sí, algunas son más grandes y abarcan más allá de la vista.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Están acostumbrados, igual que los humanos.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours?
Vale, el pueblo humano esclavizó a los elfos, para quien no lo sepa, y la pregunta es, algunos sí, no todos los humanos son iguales.
I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Pues no. Zathrian, cuéntame algo sobre él.
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
¿Ha perdido mucho? ¿Qué quieres decir?
I really shouldn't talk about that. That's something you should ask him about yourself.
Vale,
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
A ver, ¿qué me puede contar algo usted de eso?
Yes. What is it you need?
He hablado de ti con la Naya.
And what did she have to say?
Me ha dicho que perdiste mucho, pero sin entrar en más detalles.
I have lost much to these werewolves, and now they are about to take even more from me. I do not wish to dwell on the past. It is too painful. Just help if you can, or leave us to our misery.
Vale, pues he de irme.
I must return to caring for my...
Vamos a comprar equipo. Tengo prisa por empezar ya la misión. Y hay un cofre que se puede abrir.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Zathrian me ha dicho que podía quedarme con su contenido.
Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
¿Qué habrá en el cofre?
You have betrayed the trust of my clan, and no doubt stolen from us. Zathrian shall hear of this, I assure you.
Pero si no cogí nada.
Even if that's true, you should... I suppose I should not be surprised. Zathrian was right. I'm too trusting of outsiders.
Tengo curiosidad por ver ese cofre. Y la gente enferma. ¿Dónde está? Misión Athras.
Andaranatishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Lo han hecho y es un fastidio. Tengo algo que hacer.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
No parece demasiado contento.
None of us are happy about this
Que se te ha perdido en el bosque.
and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
Hombre, ya que has empezado, cuéntamelo.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Ir al bosque a buscarla.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Vale, víctima de la maldición. Lo que yo quiero es comprar. Es aquí, ¿verdad? Todo el mundo quiere hablar conmigo.
You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
Pues mira, sí, me hace falta báculos. Me han dicho que podías ayudarme.
Yes, the keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need.
Vale. ¿Qué es lo que haces aquí? ¿Puedes dejarme algo más?
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with.
¿Qué es lo que haces aquí?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts.
Tiene buenas armas, ¿eh? Esto que es una ballesta, parece.
Truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
¿Y si te traigo algo de corteza de hierro?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Muy bien. No te prometo nada. Muy bien, estaré ojo visor. ¿Qué clase de objeto
I
puedes
excel
crear?
in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is.
Vale, no prometo nada. No, estaré con ojo visor.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
¿Qué tienes en
I
la
am no
venta?
merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
A ver, armaduras. Ah, tienen túnicas finalmente, por fin. Defensa 6. Pues mira, me interesa porque en el último episodio sufrí de defensa. ¿Y armas? Un hacha. Un arco de un oro también tienen. Rapidez al apuntar. Vale, me lo llevo también. Y me voy a equipar. Con un poquito de ropa. No me gusta mucho, pero bueno. Y a... esta le voy a poner el arco que he comprado. Tengo 28 o 18 objetos más que puedo meter en mi inventario. Espada de larga de guardia. Esta la voy a vender. Ah, y puedo coger objetos de aquí, me ha dicho. Guantes DALISHANOS. Creo que me harán falta guantes.
All right.
A ver. Guantes tengo, pero... más destreza, entonces para la Liliana. Estos guantes. Y esto ya lo vendo.
What do you wish?
A la venta que tienes... vamos a vender lo que he cogido. Báculos no he comprado, creo, al final. Ah, porque no había. Voy a venderte el arco de Liliana. Espada gris esta. Y una daga también te venderé. Y también el espadón. Y ya está. De aquí te puedo vender, creo que la túnica. Me gusta la voluntad de magia que tiene, +1. Y aparte, ¿qué más? Este escudo lo puedo vender, sí. Cuota de malla también la voy a vender. Y el guante también. Joyería únicamente tiene cuerda élfica. Pociones tiene bastantes. Cambia formas. Un manual que enseña a los magos a volver su magia hacia dentro para convertirse en cambiaformas. 12 oros. Estos son regalos. Un broche de plata. Lo voy a comprar. Pero no sé a quién dárselo. Pero bueno, voy a ir comprando ya los regalos que haya fuera de las ciudades. Plano de trampa. Hay una misión que tenía que hacer veneno. ¿Y este qué pasa?
Hello?
Hola, ¿quién eres? No, ¿por qué lloras?
That is, we,
¿Estás chiflado? ¿Qué sucede?
I am sorry. I didn't mean to offend you in any way.
No lo has hecho, cálmate, por favor.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
De los míos.
I didn't mean it like that. Can we start over? I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
¿Y qué es lo que te lo impide?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Ponme a prueba. Puede que te lleves alguna sorpresa.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or
¿Y quieres que lo haga yo?
something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
¿Quién es Genia?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Debe haber algún
You think
otro
I
modo.
haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
¿Y si yo te trajera una piel?
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
Bueno, ¿quieres casarte con Genia o no? Decídete.
You are right. I do want to marry Gaina before she marries someone else. So you would get a pelt for me?
Sí, por
Why would
supuesto.
you do that?
Bueno, me pillé de camino.
Then I am very grateful. I will pray to Andrul, the goddess of the hunt, for your success.
I must
Vale.
say, I thought the Dalish would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
Pues no creo. Aquí hay más cosas para coger. Vamos a hablar con la tipa esta. Con su amada. Gaina, ¿no? Se llama así, creo. O Aisha. Este perro de aquí de estatua. Es esta, Gaina.
Anduran Atishan, outsider.
Es Gaina, ¿verdad? Carmen me ha hablado de ti.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
Que tenías que concederle tu mano.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
Si lo amas de verdad, eso debería de ser lo de menos, creo.
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
Bueno, pues que coman musgo.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Cameron miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Cameron.
Anda, a lo mejor no hace falta ni que cace.
Cameron, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
Ale, a la camita.
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Bueno, ¿qué me ha dado? Morrigan ha perdido... Vaya. Objeto recibido. Bueno, equipo no me ha dado. Oh, espérate. Sí, ¿no? Cinto de mercader enano, que esto tengo que llevar yo. Ah, tengo dos que me dan dinero ahora. Vale. Pues el otro va a llevar Morrigan, que va a ser la otra que esté fija. Además que no tiene nada. Magia +1. Pues no sé quién me ha dado. Como tampoco lo pone. Bueno, aquí hay otra exclamación más. Vaya tela. Misiones por doquier. ¿Hay alguna más? No, ya he hablado con todos. Esto me lleva al bosque de Brecelia y esto me lleva afuera a viajar.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the hala, I did not hear your approach.
¿Quién eres?
My name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the hala are vital to us.
¿Y qué hace? Bueno, ¿qué es una haya?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides.
¿No son monturas?
We ride the hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
¿Y por qué has separado a esta de las demás?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
¿Puedo hacer algo para ayudar?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Intento calmar a Araya. No, lo examino.
And? What do you think?
La verdad es que no sé.
I am glad you attempted it regardless.
Intento calmar a Araya.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
Lo siento, he hecho lo que he podido. Pues...
I know. It was kind of you to try.
El irme.
I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
Vale. Visión actualizada. ¿Qué es lo que le hace falta a esta? Vas a examinar el animal sin encontrar nada. Tus habilidades de supervivencia no bastan para... Vale, que me faltan habilidades de supervivencia. Pues nada, chavales, en el próximo episodio, ahora sí, iremos ya al bosque de Brecelia. Vamos a prepararnos ya allí. Y toca aventuras, por fin, después de tanto hablar. Creo que me gusta a mí la acción. Así que nada, nos vemos en el próximo episodio en el bosque de Brecelia, viendo qué es lo que pasa con esos hombres lobo. Nada más, chavales, like, comentáis, suscribíos y hasta la próxima.